Confirmation in the last few minutes as I was running through the classifiers that is now officially a Arsenal player. The medicals passed earlier today. Personal terms were agreed. That news broke around about 3 hours ago. But in the last few minutes, news confirmed, is a gunner. He has made...
In the high-stakes world of football transfers, there is a fine line between a done deal and a digital daydream. While current reports from January 2026 confirm that Arsenal has indeed expressed serious interest in Rodrygo Goes, with some outlets even reporting a €60 million, £52 million to £56 million offer, the move hasn't officially crossed the finish line just yet. Real Madrid, now under the management of Xabi Alonso, appears hesitant to let their Brazilian star depart mid-season, especially with Kylian Mbappé facing recent injury spells. However, if the stars were to align for a £67 million move, here is how the narrative of this historic arrival would unfold. The new king of North London. The roar echoing from the Tollington to the North Bank has reached a new decibel. For Arsenal fans, the official arrival of Rodrygo Goes for a fee of £67 million represents more than just a squad upgrade. It is the definitive moment the club reclaimed its status as a global powerhouse. After weeks of flickering rumours, seeing the Brazilian winger holding the red and white shirt at the Emirates has turned North London into a carnival of optimism. Mikel Arteta has long preached about the process, but this signing is the finished product. By securing a player of Rodrygo's pedigree, a man who has already conquered Europe multiple times, Arsenal have signalled that they are no longer content with being back in the conversation. They are here to dominate it. The £67 million investment is seen by many as a masterstroke in a market where unproven talent often commands far higher premiums. Tactically, the addition of Rodrygo offers Arteta a level of versatility that most managers only dream of. Capable of playing across the entire front three, Rodrygo's ability to ghost between lines and find the back of the net in clutch moments provides the perfect foil for Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. The prospect of an RSM front three has already sent opposition scouts back to the drawing board, fearing the sheer unpredictability of such an attack. The reception from the fans has been nothing short of electric. On the day of his hypothetical medical, hundreds of supporters gathered outside the training ground, hoping for a glimpse of the man they believe will deliver the Premier League title. The Samba connection at the club is now at its peak, with Rodrygo joining his compatriots Gabriel and Martinelli to create a Brazilian core that brings both flair and fierce competitive spirit. For Rodrygo himself, the move represents a chance to step out of the star-studded shadows of the Bernabeu and become the undisputed protagonist of a project. At 25, he is entering his absolute prime. Arsenal fans are eager to see the Champions League specialist translate his European heroics to the cold Tuesday nights in the north of England, proving that his talent is universal and his ambition is limitless. The commercial impact was instantaneous. Within hours of the announcement, the Arsenal web store faced unprecedented traffic, with the new number 11 shirts flying off the digital shelves. This move has successfully bridged the gap between the club's storied history and its modern ambitions, attracting a new wave of global interest and solidifying Arsenal's position as the coolest project in world football. Inside the dressing room, the arrival of a serial winner is expected to raise the floor of every training session. Captain Martin Ødegaard, a former teammate of Rodrygo's at Madrid, is reportedly thrilled to reunite with a player who understands the mental fortitude required to stay at the top. This isn't just a transfer of talent, it's a transfer of a championship-winning mindset that could prove infectious. Critics of the deal have pointed to the physical demands of the Premier League, but Gooner are quick to point out Rodrygo's robustness and elite work rate. He isn't just a flair player, he is a tactical disciplined athlete who thrives under the high-pressing systems that Arteta favours. His arrival suggests that the coaching staff has found the perfect system player who also happens to possess individual world-class magic. As the first match day at the Emirates approaches, the atmosphere is tinged with a sense of destiny. Fans who have waited 2 decades for a league title now feel that the final piece of the puzzle has been slotted into place. The £67 million price tag, once a point of debate, now feels like a bargain for a player who brings the aura of a superstar and the hunger of a newcomer. The media frenzy surrounding the move has put Arsenal back in the global spotlight for all the right reasons. From South America to Southeast Asia, the Rodrygo to Arsenal story is being held up as the gold standard of recruitment. It's a move that has united an often divided fan base, creating a collective belief that the club's trajectory is now pointing strictly towards silverware. Mikel Arteta's pull power has been the talk of the town. To convince a key player from Real Madrid to join his revolution speaks volumes about the culture being built at Coney. Supporters are crediting the manager with not only improving players on the pitch but making the club an irresistible destination for the world's elite, effectively ending the era where Arsenal was a stepping stone club. The youth at the academy are also looking up at this signing with awe. For the next generation of Highlanders, seeing a player like Rodrygo choose Arsenal provides a clear roadmap for what success looks like. The Rodrygo effect is expected to ripple through the entire club's structure, inspiring everyone from the kit man to the first-team regulars to reach for a higher standard. Even rival managers have been forced to acknowledge the shift. In pre-match conferences across the country, the talk has shifted toward how to stop Arsenal's new-look attack. This psychological edge is something the Gunners haven't truly possessed since the Invincibles era, the feeling that they have already won the game in the tunnel before a ball is even kicked. As Rodrygo prepares to make his debut under the lights of the Emirates, the message from the fans is simple: welcome home. The journey from the streets of Osasco to the heart of North London is complete, and for the Arsenal faithful, the real work and the real fun is only just beginning. The North London revolution has its new spearhead, and the rest of the league can only watch and wonder what comes next.